We back in the hills of Tennessee. That's the wall behind us, and this is my old 1991 Taylor. I brought this brand new down at, let's see, Cotton Music, Nashville, Tennessee. This thing has been on thousands and thousands and thousands of demo recordings. I can't begin to tell you, but I'm gonna break the rule, do a little outlaw tune with no hat. But they're hanging around here. I want to tell you, I'm getting the studio all back together. There's a hat right there. There's some hats right there. There's yours truly up there. Getting it all back together. But listen, here's a little outlaw for you. This one's called The Conversation, one of my favorite tunes. And I want to tell you about the Drifting Cowboy Band, which I had the pleasure of being a member of. I sure was, right there. Let me grab you a picture of the formation of the Drifting Cowboy Band. That's Uncle Mr. Don Helms, Mr. Ronnie Long, yours truly, Jerry Rivers, fiddle player with Hank, and of course Mr. Bobby Andrews, and that was the legendary steel player, Mr. Helms. But that's the reformed Drifting Cowboys right there. About 1980 something, 1990 something. But if you listen to a song by Waylon and Hank Jr., they did something called The Conversation, and I want to tell you. Now this is outlaw. This ain't gonna be drop D, but this will do it in, the guitar is probably a whole step, I don't know. It's a whole step down. I just got in, I tuned it up to whatever it is, but here goes. I said, Hank, let's talk about your daddy. Tell me how your mama loved that man. Just break out a bottle of Hoss. I'll tell you about the Drifting Cowboy Band and the man. We won't talk about the habits, just the music and the man. Yeah. I said, Hank, you just got to tell me, did your daddy really write all them country songs? That don't deserve no answer, Hoss. Let's light up and move along. Do you think he wrote all about your mama, or about the man who done her wrong? Well, back then they called him crazy. Nowadays they call him a saint. Now the ones that are calling crazy still riding on his legendary name. If he were here right now, Bo Cephas, would he think that we were right? Do you think he might? Don't you know he would walk on you, be right here by our side? If we left for a show in Provo, be the first one on the bus and ready to ride, just like Mr. Helms. Wherever he is, I hope he's happy. Lord, I hope he's doing well. He is, 'cause he's got one arm around my mama now. Show love to Miss Audrey and the raising. I won't ask you no more questions. Stories only Mr. Hank can tell. Well, back then they called him crazy. Nowadays they call him a saint. Folks don't know that they fired him from the Grand Ole Opry, and that caused his greatest pain. I'd like to tell you about Love City. I miss Audrey, love that man. You know I've always loved to listen to the stories about Hank's Drifting Cowboy Band. When you get right down to it, still the most wanted outlaw in the land. I mean, who doesn't want to be Hank? Let's pick one. On the original, Reggie Young played this. Mr. Breeze. Being a member of the original Drifting Cowboys, that was an original, Mr. Helms. And that was an original right there, Mr. Rivers. I'm going to show you them as young men. Oh, didn't mean to get so close to the camera, but I did, didn't I? I want to tell you, when I was a kid, a child, I learned to play fiddle listening to old Hank Williams albums. Never knew that one day I'd get a chance to meet the men who played with the legendary Hank Williams. That's Uncle Don on the far right, Jerry right next to him, Hank in the middle. And I'll tell you what, quite an honor for me, because if I were to draw it up any which way, that's how I drew it up. And I'm just thankful to God Almighty for those opportunities. I sure am. How much it's meant to me to play music that I love and still do love. And boy, I'm glad there's all kinds of music for everybody. But I'm glad that I have the music that I love, that I can still play. When I think about today's music and what it would mean if I had to play what I hear as a representation of country music, I just simply don't have any attachment to it. So it's hard for me to look at today and relate it to something I adored from the past that I still adore today and say, oh yeah, well, by the way, today's is country music. For me, it's not that at all. But I'm not here to be on a soapbox of what I like. I'm just thankful for what I like, and I hope that you are too, because that's the nature of music. It changes, it metamorphosizes, it does all kinds of things, but I'm so thankful to really enjoy the past in such a powerful, strong way today. Next time we get together, we're going to do something interesting, because it's come to my attention through a couple conversations with some beautiful folks that we, as guitar players, chasing vintage to get your tone. I have an interesting side of this that I can tell you firsthand about a lot of things vintage. Now, I'm not a Tom Bukovac where I've played the stuff that Tom has. You know, Tom is, he's a world's authority as far as I'm concerned. He's got the bona fide experience. The experience to me trumps everything. Experience that forms opinions, and opinions from experience is a whole lot better than an opinion of an opinion of an opinion. And when we're talking about tone and vintage and the necessity to have vintage be a part of your tone scenario, we're going to talk about that, because I have personal experience that has a little different take about that. It's not in an argumentative fashion, but it's in a sensible fashion that I think we'll enjoy the conversation about. So that's next time. But we are here back in the hills of Tennessee. Good to be home. Got a lot of stuff to do, and God bless y'all. Hope that you enjoyed the conversation. We'll have one next time we're together. Bye-bye.